the class 11th CBSE, the same lesson, that is the living world. Living world. In first part of our class, we are studying about the living things, and we are compare how the characters are defined is used to define the living species. The second is the diversity in living world. Diversity in living world. They commonly call it biodiversity. Biodiversity. As I told you in my previous class, bio means life. So what is the meaning of this biodiversity? Bio means life and diversity means differentiation. In our earth, different types of plant and animal species are present everywhere. That is called the biodiversity. The number and types of organisms present on the earth, that is called the biodiversity. It is varies from place to place. It is varies from habitat to habitat. It is varies from continent to continent. So different type of organisms are present, different type, different number, different size of organisms are present all over the earth, all over the planet Earth. So it is called the biodiversity. According to one calculation, there is about 1.7 to 1.8 million species are present on the earth. So first, what is biodiversity? As I told you, bio is life and diversity is the differentiation. So what is biodiversity? The number of types of organisms present on earth or our planet is called biodiversity. And as I told you, according to one calculation, that is 1.7 to 1.8 million species are present on the earth. According to study, about 1.7 to 1.8 million species are present on earth. Okay. So biodiversity. Biodiversity wise, our planet is very much rich. But how we are studying about this? We have to study about 1.7 to 1.8 million species. So how can first we have to identify? Before study, we have to identify them. For identification, we have to give some name to them. The first question is a nomenclature. Nomenclature. Nomenclature, it means giving the name. Okay. It is very much easy. In our locality, we call kutta. In English, we call it the dog. But this two words is sufficient for whole planet? No. There are different languages on the planet, different languages, different culture, different parts of the planet. So it is very much compulsory that according to the rules, we are going to make some rules or some properties that we have to keep the name which is usually used all over the planet equal. That is the concept for the nomenclature. Okay. So one society is there that is called the International Council of Botanical Nomenclature. International Council of Botanical Nomenclature. In short, we call it ICVN. This is only society? No, one more society is there. Basically, life sciences, that is biology, is classified into two parts. One is called the botany. Botany means the plant science. And second is called the zoology. Zoology means the animal science. So one more council is there. And International International Council of Zoological Nomenclature. That is ICZN. So these are the two societies. We have decided the name of all the species which are present on the earth. And the rule, we form some rules. According to rule, we have to put the name of the species. So what is that rule? Rules for nomenclature. Whatever the rules are. Whatever the rules for nomenclature. Whatever the rule is, rule for nomenclature. Rules for nomenclature. According to first rule, every species should be given two-word name. Every species should be given two-word name. And this rule is called, this is called binomial nomenclature. Now what is bi? Bi means, as we know that bi is two. It means two-word name. This was given by Carolus Linnaeus. This was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, this was the first who given this rule that we have to use the binomial system of nomenclature or binomial nomenclature. Okay, able to write here also binomial system of nomenclature. Okay, binomial system of nomenclature. Now, what about the two words? The first word is generic name and the second word is species name. What is the second? The first word is generic name. That is the name of the genus. Generic name. And the second word is species name. What about the binomial nomenclature system? We have to use the two words. First is the generic name and second is the species name. The word was chosen from Latin language. The third rule is that the word that we have to use as a nomenclature, the words are chosen from Latin words. Now, why the Latin words are used for nomenclature? Because of the reason that it is a dead language. What is the meaning of the dead language? It means in future no further changes, no further adaptation is going on in this language. So whatever the name is given, it is always motive, it is always fixed. Okay, so Latin is a dead language and it is not possible any type of adaptation in that language. It is any type of futures, in any type of changes in future in that language. So it is ruled that it is always be taken from the Latin word. Then what is the next rule? If we are going to type the name, type the name, then always we have to type it in italic manner. Okay. The name, the binomial system nomenclature or the name of the species, the name is always typed in italic font. Okay, italic font. This is when we are going to type it. But what happens when we are going to write it? And when we are going to write by hand, we should underline it. Underline it. It must be there. It is compulsory. It is a rule. When you are going to type it, use the italic font. But when you have to write by hand, you have to underline the thing. Okay. Next rule: the generic name is always written by the capital letter, and the species is always written by the lower case. Okay. The generic name is always written by capital letter. Okay, and the species name is written in lower case. Written in capital letter and in lower case. And an example is there, that is Panthera tigris. For example, Panthera tigris. Okay, what is the rule said? We have to underline it because we are going to write it by hand. The generic name is Panthera, so we have to write the capital P here, and the species name is tigris. We have to write it by the small letter. So this is some rules for the nomenclature. Whatever other rules are there? That is the rule number 6. What is the next rule? Rule number 6. Now what is the next rule? That is the rule number 6. According to the rule number 6, name should be more than 3 alphabets but less than 20 alphabets. The name should be more than 3 alphabets but less than 20 alphabets. 20 alphabets. This is the next rule. Next rule for the nomenclature. What is the next one? It means, what is the meaning of this statement? Meaning of this statement is that it is not too short. That is, it is not too short or too long. That is the meaning of this statement. It is in between 3 to 20 alphabet. Next, we can write the name of scientists. Okay, we are able to write the name of the scientists who are proposed the name. So we can write the name of scientists. We can write the name of scientist who proposed the name. Botanist or zoologist who proposed the name of scientist who proposed the name. Who proposed the name. Okay. For example, what is the name of the human being? We are called Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. Okay. I must skip the right. Let's underline it. We have to underline it. H is capital generic name. Sapiens is the species name. So we write it from the small. Now, who proposed this name? This name is given by Carlos Linnaeus. So we are able to write like this. Okay, so we are able to write the name of the scientist also. One more nomenclature system is very much common. That is called the trinomial. Trinomial system of nomenclature. System of nomenclature. Okay. This is not the trinomial. This is not the trinomial. This is only the, we have to give the honor of the scientist, of the person who proposed the name. This is not the trinomial system. What is the trinomial system? Tri means the 3. We have to propose the 3 names. That is called the trinomial system. For example, gorilla, gorilla, gorilla. Okay, this is one best example for the trinomial system of Homo sapiens sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens. So these two are the examples. There are lots of examples. These two are the example of trinomial system. Now, what is the trinomial system? We have to put the 3 names. Okay, we have to put the 3 names. That is the trinomial system. 3 names. We have to place the 3 names in the nomenclature. 3 names like gorilla, gorilla, gorilla. Now, what is this one? Homo sapiens sapiens. Now, here the first is generic name. This is generic name. This is species name. This is the subspecies name. Subspecies name. Okay, the first is the generic name, second is the species name, and third is the subspecies name. If the species name and subspecies name is common, this is here gorilla, gorilla. Okay, or all the 3 names is common, gorilla, gorilla, and gorilla. Then it is called tautonym. Tautonym. What is tautonym? Tautonym means all the 3 words are common. If generic name, species name, and subspecies name, subspecies
is common, then it is called tautonym. But must remember one thing, this tautonym is not acceptable in plants. Tautonym is not acceptable in plants. It means this tautonym is present only in the animal. So what is the nomenclature? We have to put some metallic name of all the species present on the earth. The two system of the nomenclature is there. One is called the binomial system and one is called the trinomial system. All for this class. Bye bye.